Hey guys, I'm Justin from Cooking with Coit. I specialize in clean comfort cooking, and today I'm going to show you how to make this incredibly delicious avocado egg salad. And if you love this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started. One thing that I love about this recipe is how healthy it is. You've got a lot of good fats from that avocado, and also you've got a ton of protein from your hard-boiled egg. I've been eating chicken salad and egg salad for probably my whole life, and I love both of those. But I would have to say, this avocado egg salad, which I just made for the first time a couple weeks ago, is the best of all of them. The creaminess of the avocado mixed with the texture of the hard-boiled egg is absolutely perfect. This is definitely gonna be your new favorite lunch recipe, I guarantee it. First thing we're gonna do is boil our 2 eggs. Now, you might be wondering, why am I walking you through how to boil eggs? You know, I don't know why I am, but I have a very specific way that I like to do it. And I wonder if it's different than how you do it. If it is different, let me know in the comments below any changes that you guys make, but this is how I do it. So I take my 2 eggs and I put them very gently in my pot. And then next I'm gonna take the water and I'm only gonna put enough water so that it barely covers the top of the eggs. Oh my God. That's not the way to do it. Anyway, okay, keep pouring. Disregard the mess I just made. Okay, so as you can see, almost like when the eggs start to roll over, they peek over the top of the water a little bit. That is the perfect amount. And then what I do is set the water to boil. I bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to turn off the burner, cover it, and let it sit for, okay, so here are the cooking times. If you like a softer boiled egg, I do 7.5 minutes. If you like a sort of medium cooked egg, that's 8.5 minutes. If you like a more fully cooked egg, that is 9.5 minutes. I am going to do 9.5 minutes because I think that you want a more fully boiled egg for this recipe. 9.5 minutes, final call. So I'm gonna let this bring to a boil, then I'm going to cover it for 9.5 minutes, and then I'll be back with you and I'm gonna show you how we did. All right, the water has come to a boil, so now I'm going to turn off the heat and just take the top and put it on, and now our countdown to 9.5 minutes begins. All right, our 9.5 minute timer just went off, so let's fish these guys out. So now we're gonna take these over to the sink and we're gonna rinse them with cold water. The goal here is not to cool them down completely. I think that should be good. All right, so now we're gonna take the shells off the eggs. Let me show you how I do that. This is like, I'm oddly specific about this. I don't know why. I'm sure you could just like crack the shell and like get it off. This is just how I do it, and I'm very obsessed with this perfect technique. So this is what I do. You see the egg here. There is a pointy side and more of a round side. The round side has a little bit of pocket of air. So what I do is I just give it a little tap on the bottom, and then what I do is I tap each side just once. There we go. There we go. And then just so I make sure that there's kind of like several big cracks, I don't want to crack it so much that the shell is in all these really small pieces because that's going to make it harder. And then after I do what I just did, I just let it sit on the countertop and I give it a little bit of a roll. Roll it back and forth. Then the shell should be super easy to come off. So I start at the bottom where that little pocket of air was, and I just start peeling it out. Look, you can already tell. Look how easy this is coming off. So no more of that like those little cracks where you've got like a million pieces of the eggshell on there. Look how easy that was. The hardest part of this recipe is over, believe it or not. Literally the hardest part was just boiling the eggs, and we're done with that. So now we're gonna move on to the assembly. First thing we're gonna do is start with our avocados. And we're going to dice these up into nice little cubes. And we are gonna start tossing all these ingredients into a bowl. Now we're gonna dice up our eggs just like we did with the avocado and put them in the bowl. Oh, hey, by the way, look at that perfectly cooked egg. Camera Ann said it wasn't gonna be a long enough time. She said I had to do 12 minutes, 9.5 minutes, perfection. It didn't get extra boil, I mean, it got like 10 seconds of extra boil time. 9.5 minutes, Camera Ann. Now we're gonna cut 2 tablespoons of our red onion. You could also use a white or yellow onion if you feel like red onion is like not your vibe if it's too strong. But I would have to say the onion does some really magical things in this recipe, so don't skip it. I'm gonna dice up this onion even smaller than I have it here because I definitely don't wanna have any big chunks of onion in my mouth. It should just be more of the flavor mixing in. Now we're gonna move on to our herbs. First, we're gonna start with a tablespoon of parsley. I'm gonna give this a good mince and add it to the bowl. Next up are our chives. We're also gonna do 1 tablespoon. And our last herb is gonna be a half a tablespoon of dill. Next, we're gonna add our lemon juice. This is gonna be about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. Really for this, I'm not gonna like measure the lemon juice out. I'm just gonna cut a wedge and just kind of use 1 wedge. That should be fine. And for our last main ingredient, this is gonna be mayonnaise. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons. And if you wanted to make this avocado egg salad a little healthier, you could also use Greek yogurt instead. And now we're gonna give it a good mix. Ooh, this is looking really, really good. It really helps to use really nice, perfectly ripe avocados as well. The softer ones tend to kind of mush out a little bit, and then what you get is more of like a guacamole type of consistency, but when they're really fresh and a little firm, that actually works better for this recipe. Okay, and then now the last thing we're going to do is just salt and pepper to taste. I do probably about 2 big pinches of each one. And 1 last mix. Okay, look at how beautiful that is looking. This avocado egg salad is so incredibly tasty. You really can eat it in a bunch of different ways. Of course, you can eat it plain. You can also eat it as a salad over a bed of greens or even as a sandwich. I cannot wait to give it a try. But before I do, if you love this recipe and you want to see more just like it, check out my healthy recipes playlist. Okay, let's give this a taste. This is so good. You've got the creaminess of the avocado mixed with the perfectly cooked egg and a little bit of crunch from the red onion and a little mayo in there just to make it creamy. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so good. It's definitely gonna become my new go-to lunch recipe. I love it so much. I hope you guys do too. I'll see you in the next video.